Hello everyone, it's good to be back, at least it is for me. So, as I did say in the post on Discord, I was going to be going live about 7. I am 5 minutes early, but welcome back. Hello Isaac, how are you? Alright, so I think for this playthrough I'm just going to go with the normal Starfleet storyline, because it does touch in on pretty much every other one of these, and it gives me the easiest access to some of the stuff I already have in this game, because I've had it for way too long. Alright, so for the character, we are going for a liberated Borg. And we're going to go with... What should I go with, Isaac? Which section? It is called Star Trek Online. You can find it on Steam or through Arc. And it's been around for many years. I think it had its 10-year anniversary just recently. Go for the third one, so tactical. Alright, yeah, that's tactical. Alrighty, let's go on to the next section of things. We'll adjust some of this. Let's go with that. Oh, what's advanced give me? Oh. It's actually free to play. So the only time you actually pay for anything is when you choose to. Otherwise, it is completely free to play, which is something I absolutely love the fact of. Ooh, eye attachment? Which ones do I get? And on that note about free to play, I actually have bought stuff off of here. So that's why I'm going with the Federation side, because it automatically gives me all this stuff. Yes, you can! In fact, that's originally where I had this, but my Steam version started having problems. In fact, my entire Steam did for a while. So I went over to its native launcher, which was the Arc launcher. But Steam works. Looks good enough there. Uniforms. This is another area where I have a lot of choice. Because I've got everything from motion picture to the lifetime comm badge, which is what I am going to go with. Which you only get if you have the lifetime subscription. So do you know anything about Star Trek? Either the TV series or movies? Because basically this takes place after Star Trek Nemesis. Alright, so basically, to give you a brief description, it's about the 25th century, I believe, is what century we play in, so that would be like 2400. And going off of that, you do get to play as humans or aliens, which at this point have formed a group known as the United Federation of Planets, which is basically a group of people that work together on anything they need to. And the nice thing about this is that, unlike Star Wars The Old Republic, yes, it's a third-person shooter, but you also have space combat. It's kind of a mix between shooter and roleplay. Because you can roleplay, but you don't have to. And I like the look of that top. Hands. Yeah, let's go with Jem'Hadar Tactical. Do I like that attachment? No, I do not need that attachment. What about the other one? Vulcan Ambassador. And let's go double Jem'Hadar Tac. So it really just depends on how you plan to play it, because it isn't necessarily a shooter or an RP. It's a mixture of the two, really. And I will actually show you that here in just a second. Captain name. If it wasn't for the fact I already had some of these, yeah, I already used up a bunch of those. Dang it. Isaac, go ahead and give me a name for a character, because I am running out of names of things I can think of off the top of my head. I've used most of mine. Actually, let's see, I don't feel like that's how you spell it. I know what to use. There we go. I believe... Give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to make sure I have this spelled right. Yep. There we go. We'll go with that name. And for this, we'll be piloting the USS Slacker. So, do I want to go through the tutorial? No. I've played through the tutorial 3 different times. I do not need to go through it again. As it is, it still puts us through a brief tutorial. So here's the shooter part of it, is you can actually... actually, I've seen quite a few people, like right there's a person currently starting out. Once we get to sector space, which won't be too long from here, you'll actually see that there's hundreds that still play this. Let me just quickly get to where I can show that. Come on, door. Thank you. Where we go, gather equipment. Okay, we need a rifle and a kit from a supply locker. But yeah, for the things you can buy, that comes from the C store, where you use a item you can buy called Zen. And in this case, on stuff I have access to, we've got classified access codes, which I will instantly claim, which gives me access to everything the lifetime subscription grants me. Promotions. Which one of these do I need? What's this give me? I've already claimed it. Okay. Age of Discovery. Dang it, won't let me... Okay, it's still saying I'm partway into my tutorial. So it won't actually let me claim some of my stuff yet.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Dang! They're really trying to prep me for battle. Equip this. Equip me. Full auto, what's this one? Is this a sniper? No. What was this one? That was a sniper? Give me. Game, quit fighting me here. A grenade, not bad. Not the best, but still pretty good. So multiplayer, at least every time I've played it, has always taken a back seat because there's not very many people who are online when I am. That are my friends that would actually join me in the game. But there is an actual campaign and story to the whole thing. If I go here, see these episodes? This is where the main campaign comes in, which is all single player or multiplayer, depending on how you do it. So it starts out with the Klingon War. And then you have the Romulan Mystery, Cardassian Struggle, Borg, New Romulus. There's a whole bunch here we can go through. Now, some of these are actually not usable anymore. So some of these missions you cannot play anymore. Like, for instance, this Sphere of Influence, that is right now locked off. The only way you can play it is if you already played it when it originally was out. Not all missions are like that, but there are a few that are locked to be able to replay. However, if you're like me and have like, I think this is my 7th account on here that I've let stick around, it is good. And they just gave us a whole bunch of people.
But first, you could use some new equipment for your ship.
Okay, I do not need that. Go away, thank you. New equipment for my ship. Can I redeem the promotion I want yet? Yes, I can. Thank you. That is going to be extremely nice. So one thing they did just recently change is on these starships you can buy, Tier 6s used to be reserved for people who were level 50 plus. They have now allowed you on these Tier 6 ships to use them from basically level 1. However, it does now scale, so certain parts of it will be locked off and unusable. However, the ship I just redeemed, the it's not here, is not affected by that, and therefore is a lot more powerful. And give me the more powerful gear. Alright, so let's go hail in on the first mission. Now, yeah, let's beam up to Earth Space Dock. And I will show you why the Discovery Pack that I just redeemed is so amazing early game. Late game, it gets to where it's still good, but not as good as it is going to be here. But yeah, right here's another player. This is a good place because is that another one? No, that's an NPC.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador.
Pajem. Okay, yes, that is mission 1.
Deep Space Nine has requested your assistance.
Just let me be. So there's someone. There's 3 more, 4 more, They're just pretty much all about everywhere. Manage ships. What? Okay, over here to acquire. Yes, I want a new starship. I want to redeem the prototype exploration cruiser, also known as the Walker class. Or you can have it look like this, which still looks pretty cool. But I'm actually going to customize this and make it a lot nicer looking. But most ships, up until you hit about level, I'd say 30, which will make you a commander. Alright, yeah, Isaac, well, I'll be here. Up until you're a commander, they always have, they won't go over 3 forward and 3 aft. I'll probably be streaming for an hour, maybe 2. Depends on how I'm feeling. But right now it looks like I'm probably going to be streaming for about an hour. Alright. But yeah, most of these ships here at early game aren't very weaponized. Alright, yeah. If I'm still live, you're more than welcome to join in. But most of these early game ships, you do not get access to early game. Don't have as many forward or aft weapons as this. This one manages to have 4 forward and 3 aft, which, unlike the tier 6 ships, is incredibly good. So before I can rename my ship, I have to rename this ship. And I believe the first one is free. So this will be that. Then we can rename this to the USS Slacker, NCC 7. And this will be the A. And then we just ready the starship. And Alright, I was in the middle of...
Lieutenant Commander Kyla Van Zyl in the shuttle Terra...
Okay, guys, I'm in the middle of things right now. Alright, those phases are off. Which warp core is better? Okay. So it looks like other than activating that experience boost, we are good there. Let's go quickly do a customization. Because you can actually customize the look of your ship. Right now I have the Georgiou look, or the Walker. Or we can go into the advanced and have the saucer be the Georgiou. The pylons, which ones? Yeah, I like those pylons better. So pretty much right there is the way I like my ship to look. I can also change the pattern that's on them, but I don't see much of a need to. Let's go with the upgraded look and apply the changes. And now, let's get on to our first mission, which in this case, I believe, I'll make sure I'm doing this in the right order. Yeah, it's diplomatic orders. So we'll make that our primary, and looks like we get a free transwarp. Now, this is usually the best place to show off how many people are still playing, because you've got a bunch of people over there, you've got, looks like one over here,
a thought that troubles me to this day.
And my dad's trying to get me to go crazy.
Forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war.
What does this
The
have?
Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
Alright, so we can now enter Vulcan. And here's another easy way to see this is still relatively played by people. Granted, I think the server is not much in use. So it looks like that ship there, yep, that's the same style I'm using. Then we've got a Galaxy class here, which, from the fact they are a level, looks like they are also a lieutenant, is using a tier 6 ship, because normally you don't get access to ones like that. I did not apparently redeem my shuttle. Ships. Small craft. Give me the runabout. I do eventually plan to get the Delta Flyer, just because that would be absolutely amazing. But right now I do not have that. So the sad thing is there's not actually much in the way of shuttle missions, which is kind of sad. But there is still enough out there that you can do with shuttles, including fly around in sector space. But the thing that really makes me sad is the fact that it says board shuttle, which, yes, I know breaks things because I'm in my shuttle. But even if I were to board shuttle, it won't use the shuttle you see me in currently. It'll use the default Mark 7, Type 7 shuttle, which really is just boring. So now it wants us to land on Vulcan.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please
Okay, something is horribly glitched there, because we should have seen a shuttle jinkily landing. Wrong button. So yeah, there's the shuttle it brought me down in, even though I should have been in a much better shuttle. So yeah, it doesn't let me use that ability. But once I hit about level... Actually, what level is that character? I think it's level 17. I should be at the same story mission by that point. I might swap over to my other character. Actually, no, I have a way to do that without having to swap characters. Alright. Let's talk to the ambassador.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
No. So apparently I just need to finish through here. Okay, so yeah, I did need to do that. Sorry if I'm skipping through dialogue. Most of it's because of the fact that I've gone through this mission probably 20 different times. So if you want me to slow down, just let me know.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Sokath to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Sokath says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Okay, so now we have our first part of the mission. Just to let you know, guys, if you want me to read all the dialogue lines, just let me know. I will do my best to try to remember.
Do you have any questions?
So here I'm going to choose the option that I've spoken to Savin and that we can leave before Pajam, rather than bringing up trust issues, because I know exactly why he doesn't trust him and what's about to go down.
By the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Alright, let's go. So I'll probably still be using either this sniper rifle or phaser for a good way into the game, because they are actually pretty good if I hit the right button, especially in comparison to some of the weapons we have access to right now, which, yeah, it already does better than most of the other weapons I've got access to. However, again in the C store, you actually... where is it? Where's what I'm thinking of? Is it in here? Wait. There's other liberated board options around? Ooh. Oh, that's just an officer, not an actual thing. Where's what I'm looking for? Is it here? No. Huh. It used to be that you could buy certain weapons from the C store that were pretty powerful. But looks like not so anymore. On the expansion packs, I do have this one here, which adds in, looks like 2 more ships that I can use with my whatchamacallit character for Federation. It does come with 2 that are Klingon only, which is the Bird of Prey and the Worker McBattlecruiser. I do have a Temporal Agent pack, which I will get into later, because that adds in quite a bit of nice things that I can use. Then the Vanguard pack probably won't touch, because there's not much need for it. Yeah. You used to be able to buy a Vulcan weapon here, but it looks like they got rid of that option. They put it in the dilithium store. No. I could probably sell that for some energy creds. Yeah, they didn't move it here either. Alright, so let's head back to the USS Slacker.
Shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
So since the USS Slacker is currently the best ship I have access to, and it will be till I'm a captain, I believe is when the real good ones start coming in. Yeah, it is. Captain's where you start getting to where you rival the power of the Walker class ship. And oh wow, someone has a Odyssey cruiser. Nice.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow you to buy.
Yeah, I don't care, computer. First things first. Let's quickly switch starship back to the light cruiser. Not the light cruiser, I just messed up. That's the ship I gave up on. It's a Miranda class, which is still a very good ship. But it's not as good as the Walker class. And since I will need the firepower of the Walker class here in a little bit, I would rather have that on hand. I'll swap this to 3. That in. Lock that in. And consider that power level's good. Where's Pajem? There it is. So yeah, right now my maximum speed is warp 5, which is the same speed as the Enterprise from the Enterprise era. So the NX-01 Enterprise, which really, well, yes, it bears the same name, is not the Enterprise, but is still overall a good ship. Sensors maxed. Alright, so here's why I use this ship.
All Klingon vessels. Target their warp drive. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
There will be no need for me to escape. And the only reason why these are going down so quickly is because of the fact that they are designed for the Miranda class ship to go up against. It's not meant for something with the amount of weaponry that I have to go up against it. So for the first little while, I will be destroying things a lot faster.
Fire, Captain. Perhaps today is a day for words.
That is unusual.
My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would... Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled.
Hello, Isaac. So you just missed part of the space combat, which right now is incredibly broken due to the ship I have.
They put on a false face and try to control us.
So normally when you're at this point in the mission, you only have a ship with 2 forward weapons and 1 aft. The fact that I have 4 and 3 really unbalances it for the first probably 30 or 40 missions. So let's see. We get into here.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra.
You're not telling me level requirements. Are you telling me that they got rid of level requirement? They did. Okay, that's new. Used to be you had to be a certain level to accept some of these things. Let's discuss science as apparently engineering. I meant to go tactical. So the Undine. If you have seen any episode of Star Trek Voyager with the species known as Species 8472, you know that those things are a menace to fight against. And if you've ever watched my Star Trek Voyager Elite Force playthrough, you will see that they significantly nerfed that and made them a pushover in that game. In this one, they've actually brought back its power. It's very powerful, and
My patience is growing.
sorry about skipping through all that dialogue. I've been through this mission many a times.
Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, but not
The
necessary.
beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look
All right.
upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine.
I know how that is, Isaac.
Warriors, and drink to the honored dead.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Accused, meet your accuser.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
Ambassador, allow me to explain.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult.
Also, random Nerf toy.
My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Thus, a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status of the Klingon vessel. Red alert.
True warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this.
Yeah, we lose them, blah blah blah.
A wise precaution.
Scan area. Skip, just let me beam down. Unless you guys want me to go slow on those. Most of it's just boring, in my opinion, at least. Secure the area, head toward the monastery. Multiple Klingon patrols. Well, let me tell you this. Klingon patrols should fear me. Alright, looks like I don't get to use any of that. Wait, don't I get an attack tardigrade? Don't I? Yeah, one combat tardigrade. So if I summon this thing, will it go with me into battle? Sure hope so. No. So, where's my one combat tardigrade? So it looks like I don't know how to activate the combat tardigrade, which could be handy. Man, my team is very helpful with those grenades. Better armor. I will take that and immediately equip. Alright, so while I'm thinking about it, let's equip some of these guys up, give them better weapons. Then come back to Flores, give her some armor. Change my armor and give him some armor. And then on the Slacker, let's equip these. Since those, yeah, increase my phaser damage, which, being that right now I'm rocking phasers like a boss, it's better just to go with those. And quit taking things off my ship. So, to those of you who might be wondering why I don't use the photon torpedoes or any torpedo launchers, it's because they require me to be too direct to be able to actually hit with them. I'll take the small hypo, everything else can stay. And what I mean by too direct is the fact that I need to be able to basically see within 90 degrees where to hit. While with phasers, I've got a phaser arc of 280 degrees, allowing me to line up more phasers for faster damage than I could with a torpedo launcher. Although I am realizing now I probably should have gone through the tutorial, so I probably will do a episode of just a recording where I go through the tutorial. But again, that's only if you guys want to see a tutorial. Also, for you guys being Klingons, you are failing to kill me horribly. Okay, so basically what just happened there is Ambassador Sokath has proven the fact that he is not Ambassador Sokath.
Now, my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
You don't know how many times I've heard that. And yet, here I am, still alive, while you will end up running by the end of this fight. See? Yes, he's weak here, but that's because I'm using, again, items that I'm not supposed to yet have, which are able to do more damage. Alright, so basically we have to hold our own against that ship for 30 seconds, 60 seconds. And this is where the power of even my ship has a hard time. Because, while yes, I can hit, it is so much stronger due to what it is that I still will take more damage than I can do. Dang, a plasma torpedo. Evasive maneuvers. I need my evasive maneuvers. And there's the rest of the fleet. So I am going to have a few different abilities than I am used to, due to the fact that I now have, I'm used to going with the engineering side of things, and now that I'm a tactical officer, some of those abilities will change. take it all.
Integrity above 50%.
Scan the debris. Alright. USS Challenger.
Forge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. The Forge out.
Alright, so now we can just depart the system, let our ship repair. And there's only one class of ship I didn't recognize there. Alright, Isaac. I basically just fought the hardest enemy that you can first off, due to the fact that how the game sets that up.
The ambassador was an Undine?
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Alright, next mission is... Wrong button. Stranded in space.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance.
Alright, I will accept that mission. So... actually, we're about to have a fight against 3 ships here in just a second. It's going to be my single ship here versus 3 other ships. So while I fought one hard enemy, I'm about to fight 3 ships and then have a ground mission. You didn't miss much. Actually, surprisingly well. So I think the first time I played this was probably 5 years ago, about halfway through it. And if we look here to change character, we'll easily be able to come back to this. I've got quite a few characters in various states of completion. We've got the normal Federation line, which I've got 3 of, with Ripley, Corina, and Jeff here. Jeff is max leveled. He pretty much is the most powerful form of my characters. The ship you see in the background right here is extremely powerful. It is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful ones I've had here in Star Trek Online. Then we have Slacker, honored first, which is a Jem'Hadar. Which, his ship is okay, not the best though. Then we have the original series crew. And the Discovery era, which I have 1 of. Then we have my Klingon character. And if you look here, we've got little designations. This one here is saying a Jem'Hadar with benefits. Corina here is from a... I made a while back while they were still doing that event, and didn't do much with her. Because I started a series but ended it because it just wasn't doing too well on YouTube at the time. But I still occasionally play with this one, and I think once I get to a level 17 character with Ripley, I might transfer over to Corina, just because I've got some more stuff on her ship than I do with Ripley. But again, that is up to you viewers on whether or not I swap over to Corina. In fact, actually, Isaac, if I were to switch over to Corina, since I know what mission we're going on, how would you feel about that if I were to suddenly switch characters right now? Alright, so with Corina, there's these items called lockboxes, which are extremely common after a certain level, that can give you some pretty powerful gear. Now, with that, Corina has actually gotten some of that pretty powerful gear, which, again, doesn't affect me too badly. And as you can see, I've got a lot of lockboxes. But you can also buy them for free. If you go here to featured. Right here. Available. You can literally get as many of these as you want. However, in order to open them, you have to have a master key. I've opened up 20 of these boxes with Karina here. With that, I ended up getting this phaser rifle right here. And no, I did not get that one with it. Then these 3 universal kits, which are extremely good. I actually have a 4th one of the stasis bubbles. Then I got some phaser arrays, which just absolutely caused some shredding. So, let's go hail in on the mission I was just on. Klingon War. Stranded in space. So here are some of the things we can get, which could be useful to me. Not much right now. So let's just quickly transwarp ourselves to there instead of taking it the hard way. But there's another guy playing right there in the background in that armor I wish I knew how he got. And
20 ships in range. This is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship.
Alright, so that was just a distress call. So you can see 2 people here. The really populated areas are places like the Sol system, which is where Earth is. That is where the biggest population of people is. Now, I have done some multiplayer in this before.
Please help. We're being pursued by...
Okay, yeah, you're being attacked by 3 Orion ships. So... Oh, 4. I was wrong. As long as you get a good angle on these guys, where all your weapons can shoot on them, they die fast. Now, again, normally, I'll show you what normally you would have with this. Normally, you'd only have 2 weapon arrays. So, I'm still doing quite a bit of damage. If we include all my phaser arrays, he goes down even faster. So this ship is really broken until you hit about level 40. Now then, the reason why I am going to leave it up to others to choose whether or not I continue to use this is because it was something I actually had to buy. Let's see, how much was it? I don't know. But it was part of this starter pack right here. Yeah, I think it was like $10 to get. And for a tier 1 ship, this vessel is extremely overpowered. But it also comes at a cost of usability. And one thing I really like doing with this is fireworks. Just random fireworks mid-battle. Alright, let's go to the away room. Well, the transporter room. So I actually will do a ship tour here in a little bit. Because there is actually an inside to the ship you can go through. So now we have to speak to the chief.
I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir.
So one thing that is unique about this game is normally in order to captain a ship, you have to be an actual captain. my rank in the Federation is a lieutenant commander. But due to the circumstances that were happening at the beginning of the game, with a Borg invasion, which is inside the tutorial mission, which I will here in a little bit show off that tutorial mission, and use just throwaway character because I've got 6 more characters I can put together. So where is the item I'm looking for? Not in that one. Okay. So here's where we get into our first actual phaser fight. Or not. I thought this room had phaser fight in it. So right here, we have this thug. He's, of course, like any thug would, starts shooting. Not realizing that I'm a significantly more powerful opponent. And that's without me using any of my extras, because I can call in an assault drone. Here's the one I was thinking about. So yeah, this character, if I continue to use her, could easily become the most powerful character I have. I had gone for a while without playing it. For about 6 months I didn't touch it. But recently I've started playing this almost every day. I just haven't been streaming with this character. My original plan was actually to do a live stream with this character I'm using. But after, I think it was my first recording, it just did not get enough views, so I just basically let it go and didn't continue to use her. Now, where is this unusual technology? Even though I know I already cleaned. Ah, it's right over here. Yeah, I know Warp Core is about to blow up. So, I created this character probably 6 months or more ago. And with it, it was during a time in this game where there was basically a temporal rift going on. And so this character ended up with the Delta right there. Delta symbol for the Delta character art, which allows me to actually get some more unique gear along the road, as well as adding extras to a mission.
Ambush on our way to K7. We lost.
Yeah. Get your ship working again. Sorry if I'm not sticking around for all the commentary that they have. Oh, my YouTube account? I've had it going on 3 years now. The biggest problem I've had with it is finding content that kept people coming back. My biggest video was a YouTube walkthrough of a Minecraft mod. That was probably 2 years ago I posted that, before I had my good gear. On that, I've been trying to figure out how to get more. I've just been not too good at it.
It is no surprise that the cowardly Orions cannot even handle raiding a frame.
People, leave the Swordmaster alone. He's killing people.
For assistance has given us a chance for
Ooh, a good weapon.
combat.
Now, what else do I have access to that I can use? Oh, let's get this back. I actually plan to do a Black Ops stream here very soon. A Black Ops 4. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Where's the targ handler? And I probably actually will set up a live stream here in just a little bit, or at least get ready for it tonight. I might actually do Black Ops 4 tonight, because I do love the zombies gameplay, and that's primarily what I will be doing, because zombies, in my opinion, is the only reason to get the Black Ops. I do not like the blackout mode. I die so often. Blah blah blah, cutscene, blah blah blah. Yeah, for me it's only 8 o'clock. So I'm an hour behind you. Oh, I've got a Discord notification. What is going on here? Hey, how you doing, Alabama?
What's up, dude?
Live streaming.
Do what?
I'm doing a live stream. Don't you ever check my YouTube channel?
I just got home.
Yeah, I'm currently playing Star Trek Online. Actually, Mountain Standard Time, Isaac. Ooh, a warship. A Nagvar warship. Let's watch how quickly I completely dismantle it. And there's how you deal with a Klingon Nagvar vessel and make it look like it was easy.
Many thanks. If it hadn't been for you and your crew, I would have lost my ship and my life. I'm in your debt. I'm setting a course to Earth space dock for repairs. If I see you at Club 47,
Alright, Isaac, if I'm still streaming, you can come join if you want. If not, it'll definitely be up there for YouTube so you can watch the rest of the video. Alright, let's leave the system. So, Alabama, guess which character I'm using to do this live stream? Karina. I actually have done a thing on that, and other than the fact that I need to set up a schedule along with work to do more live streams, and having simple thumbnails, I haven't had much in the way of time to do more content, or else I probably would have more in the way of subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been trying to balance out YouTube with my daily life. And actually, with the way my current schedule is, I might be able to get away with more live streams. So, I could probably start doing more daily live streams here fairly soon.
Right.
And if, Isaac, if you do download this game, we can actually partner up and do a co-op mission. And yeah, see you later, dude. Alright, next mission is... Oh, wow. I haven't started this mission line? What if I... How did I become level 17 without doing any missions? There we go. I started in the Borg Advance. Alright. That's where it came from.
Look at Discord.
Nope. Seriously, dude. I think the one I have is approximately the same force as your bank shot. I think. So what do I get out of Sphere of Influence? Alright, so yeah. Looks like this can actually be replayed already. However, the reward you used to get with this, you no longer get. But I could really use that warp core. Right? What's it? Only a max warp of 5.8? No thank you. I'll do that mission later in time where it is a much more powerful ship. Well, a lot more powerful engine. Gamma Quadrant, no. New Frontiers. Let's just go back to where I should be, which is right here. So, make primary and auto-navigate there. What? Game? Auto-navigate. Okay, I was so zoomed out, that's why the arrow disappeared. And actually, guys, since I have been streaming for an hour on this game, I'm going to get to where we can start this up. Oh, hey, Wayne, how you doing? I'm going to get to where we can get this ready to go, and then I'm going to set up for Black Ops 4 in about 5 minutes. And that will be the Zombies Black Ops 4, because Zombies is good. Alright, Wayne. Don't I have access to a captain's yacht or something like that? I feel like I do. No. How do I not have a captain's yacht? That is weird. What's this ship come with again? So... Okay, that is a good starship trait. Ooh, I need to work on that one. That actually might bring back my usability for torpedoes. Can load dual cannons. Wow, that battlecruiser can really be powerful. You want to know why? So you heard how I said it can load dual cannons, right, Alabama? Hello, Alabama? Alright, no idea what happened to him, guys. But we have reached the point where I said I will end this stream. So I will talk to you guys later. In actually about 5-10 minutes.